Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Quadruple Reaching. Yes, Quadruple Reaching, September 18, 2020. I'm laughing because Mr. B, remark in the live chat, Mr. B is asking, hey, Telex, is the black shirt a sign of what's coming today? Or an homage to Quad Wishing Day. So all of the above, Mr. B, because trust me, the week has just been, I don't know about some other traders. Every single time, this market is not ceasing to amaze me. There are just signals all over the place, and the trading has just, I mean, the chart, or when you look at the chart of, let's say, the two major indexes, SPY and QQQ, we know how they capture the essence of what's going on in the market. They have just been all over the place. I mean, yesterday trading there was like, really? So it's really because if you traded yesterday as a trader, it's one of those days that at the end of the day you just say, okay. So come on, guys. Now the markets chart, they are going into sinusoidal type of shapes, serpenting through the day. So we gap down, then we buy the dip. We kind of expect that. Then we hit a major average. Oh, nope. That's not this. This they have been doing lately. But lately, they used to come and post a lower low, which they did, by the way. And then we go up again. Now try to put a lower low, not so much. And then we finish with this, whatever this is. I don't know about you, but thanks. I'm glad yesterday for me it was just I didn't spend that much time watching the chat the full day. Trust I was busy with some other things. So I'm glad because oh my goodness. Phew, phew. So yeah, today is quadruple witching day because we have daily expiration, weekly expiration, monthly expiration, quarterly expiration, and I think SPY has dividend. It's dividend day for SPY as well, or ex dividend rather day for SPY. So, wow, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. So, this is one of those where after a week like this, you just go, okay, whatever you want to do, markets. Meaning, as a trader, how do we approach it? Limited risk, folks. Yeah, our way, we cannot be invested every day. That's the difference between long term investment and trading. Okay, there are certain days you just say, okay, maybe today I just observe. And for me, my technique on Fridays, I repeat, always going to be, I'm going to be as patient as possible. The last 90 minutes of today, I expected, yesterday wasn't, not much really happened. I mean, yeah, I mean, from 333 to 235. Yeah, if you knew that this dip on here was just a head fake, which has been gone enough, right? Do the opposite here in the last hour for you to just say, okay, if we have a dip, you buy that dip. Or if we have a spike, you show that spike and see. Or you take a strangle. I mean, that's really the easiest way around on here. So for the people at the subscription trade alerts, well, let's welcome a few others. Hello, Mr. Wayne. How are you, sir? Hello, good afternoon, Miss Michelle. How's the Tour de France going? I've watched all but just one, yeah, one episode, they don't say episode, one race, yeah, of the Tour de France that I was able to follow recently, and it wasn't that much. That was not much entertainment. It was a little bit boring toward the end. So yeah, I miss definitely watching the tour. So hopefully I'm getting some help. So meaning that there are a lot of things of us. So those of you who know how I'm set up with the blogging and it, so definitely I am hiring like crazy to be able to somehow take a breath and start sleeping like some of you. So it's going through that process is still a work on its own. So good morning, Miss Dora. We have 12 people viewing currently. So I think we have a quorum. So we can go ahead and get started. So how are we going to cast a spell on the market today? Or is it the other way around? Yeah. So I'm not sure which stock do we want to cast a spell. But for me, I woke up with not a smile because I would have liked for us to have the trade. One of your subscription, it's moving this morning. And for me, I'm just like, really? So the old joke, I don't know, it's joke, the remark that some of you have made that, hey, Telex AI actually can predict the future. Oh, yes, Mr. Wen, yes, they are allowing funds. Oh, yeah, France actually has, right now, they're struggling with COVID like crazy because I don't know. I mean, even the prime minister, he got symptoms. There's not laughing matter. I'm just, but yes, they are allowing fans. Fans are all over the road, believe it or not. It's amazing. But hey, it is one of those things. So yeah, that's on the Tour de France, a question by Mr. Winder. So what was he talking about? I was talking about that. Hey, the subscribers, you saw the alert last night, right? So the first one on the list, guess what? This morning it's moving bigly. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I mean, but that's on me. I mean, yeah, I needed to run at I will have needed to run the system well ahead during the daytime in order for maybe us to take an opportunity. But we cannot do Monday morning quarterbacking because even if we published this thing, let's say before the close yesterday, I mean, some of you definitely would have traded that stock. You know what stock that is. That's number one on your list, and it's moving bigly this morning. But that's fine, folks. Yeah, because for us we have a fresh new list of alerts, and the number one on that list, it's already moving on a Friday. We have seen this scenario before, right? So we're gonna trade that confidently this morning, and we're gonna start with the none other than the gangster. So without any further ado, folks, but that's mean. Oh no, I cannot give a contractually. What's my lawyer? Can I give, can I give to the rest of the YouTube world? There are not that many people. I mean, come on, folks. We asked recently that we are going to be rewarding one lucky member at the end of each month, all the way to the end of the year. Well, all the way, well, end of the year, Telex. It could run for maybe 3 years because it could take you 3 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're sitting where with how many subscribers we have right now? Barely 600. So for us, our marketing ploy is to say that subscribe to our channel and you're going to get into the drawing at the end of each month to get 1 free month subscription at Successful Trading Alert, where you can get the gangster trade. You can get coaching on how to trade gangster trade. And I'm just talking about one of the alerts, the top alert that was released last night. It's moving like crazy this morning. Meaning, if had we posted that during the daytime, maybe some smart traders, they would have taken a strangle on it for Friday, because that's a stock that's dear to us. But hey, in any case, we're gonna try to see. You can start trading it confidently today because it's already moving pre-market. So except it's quadruple witching, so meaning in terms of its ATR, which has been well published if you have been following our channels and the posting of the videos recently. Hey, we will see what it brings. But caution definitely today for me. I'm looking more into really looking at what the market is going to be doing on the last 2 hours of the session. I mean, if something is moving, don't get me wrong, with conviction, I will get in, but I'm not going to be the one on quadruple wishing to just be doing whatever. Hey, what is going on here in the live chat? Miss Michelle is saying, don't know yet. Then again, I say yes because it's compulsory for mask in Paris. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So let's go ahead and let me switch screen and let's take a look at, in terms of the equity, the US equity, where they stand. So for that, we are going to go inside of Power E-Trade. You guys are already seeing that view. I need to get and bring that screen in the forefront. So we go to markets, market view. Okay, so here are the market view. So remember SPY, I'm not sure. Oh, it's QQQX dividend on the 21st. Okay, so it wasn't SPY. Okay, I never know for SPY whatever they want to do. So QQQ is advancing. Go figure. Yeah. So yesterday we said that there was a print at 274. So it's interesting now that this thing is gaining again because it has definitely been bearish yesterday. So this is the market that you trade, folks. This thing, QQQ was down what? Over -3% midday yesterday at open. And then this morning, none of that is true. So let's go up, gap up. But from a chart perspective, you are seeing that chart, right? We are still trading below the moving averages. Yeah. So some of us since last Sunday, we got into some trade for SPY or and QQQ, and that trend based on a trend of a crossover of the EMA. I'm not. Yeah, I know that I'm talking about the chart. I'm not showing you that. Yes, that's on purpose. So Mr. B, that doesn't count. So uh, I mean, you guys know that chart. Yeah. So it's just that as we wing every day we wake up and or we wake up or we come into trading, because could be the afternoon for some of you, to say the big picture, keeping the big picture in mind, right? So yesterday, QQQ, for instance, posted a low, the lowest points, it is lower points over the last 15 days. Yeah, the trend since September 2nd, the month of September. Remember how we talked about the month of September being um, the most challenging month? Imagine that September 1st, you took that information because we were talking about that September 1st or September 2nd, which was the highest point on the, and you shorted. Well, actually, you would have made all of your money in 3 days, because since September 8th, folks, we have been range bound. So on QQQ, we have been range bound between 270 and 280. And then now, if I'm going to expand on that, I need to show the chart. I have no choice. So Mr. B caught me. You cannot be spending 3 minutes talking about something and not showing which that you're talking about. That's okay. So here's the chart. And again, for those new on, and we know that we have new people catching this show every day. The color in the background, the colors in the background are not my personal decoration. They are the Fibonacci levels. And I believe there is a video on our channel. You can search for it under maybe technical analysis playlist about explaining the Fibonacci. I think. Yeah. Because that was a request a long time ago. It must not be that popular, because I haven't seen that. Let's see here. Let's see. This is how at least you can do research on Fibonacci. No? No, well, if you tap Fibonacci, that's easy for me to say. So Fibonacci. Okay, Telex, I believe Fibonacci. Here we go. Here you go. Fibonacci spelled Fibonacci, not double B. Yeah, Telex, easy for you. So it was created, you see, this is how you search for it. So I just tap Fibo. And so it was created on March the 26th. So if you're wondering, because we have had question on that, hey, Telex, I like the colors in the background. I'm like, what colors? What colors in the background of your chart? So this video on March 26th, let's go ahead and actually show you what I would the starter. It has 67 views, folks. Nobody has ever subscribed to the channel thanks to this video. So if you see, so somehow over the last over the last 48 hours, there haven't been any single view on this video. That's fantastic. So the last time somebody watched this video was on August 1st. Okay, so if you're curious onto the code, go watch this video, please. That will greatly benefit the channel, so that we're gonna be able to gauge my ability to influence, right? So let's say if on Sunday or on Monday I watch this and it's already 200 views, maybe that will show that that's, otherwise this thing has been stuck at 66 views for almost how long now? Over 3 months, since May. Oh my goodness, shish. So. So Mr. Wayne, come on, you didn't catch me. We can't see the chart. Mr. Wayne, I hope the comment was earlier, right? I was saying that when I was talking about the chart, I said you were not seeing it. So Mr. Wayne is telling me which that now Mr. B has an assistant. That's Mr. Wayne. Hey, good morning, Mr. Judd. How are you? Good morning, Mr. Mickey. How are you? Okay, so we were talking about the chart of SPY with the colors in the background, and that led me to showcasing that, hey, there is a Fibonacci. If you want to learn, you're not familiar with Fibonacci, how to generate them on TradingView, there is a full video on that, which was created in March, and that video has only 67 views. So you will get the education you need about Fibonacci, and you will help the channel by increasing the number of views of this channel by 1. So it's a win-win, folks. That's what we do here, providing education for your success. So what led us to that was this chart, right? Which I believe now, Mr. Wayne, that we all can see, where QQQ, what's the probability that we're going to actually have a green candle today here? Let's calculate that probability starting in February, right? So how many green candles have we had on February? We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can say 11 or 12 if you want to take September 1st. But for me, I'm coming out of this high. So we have 11 samples or 11 observations. Yeah, that's our denominator. You see how we do quant analysis? I do quant analysis on everything. What's the probability that I'm going to drink water in the next 3 minutes? All right. So SPY on here, we're quadruple reaching, and this is not SPY, this is QQQ, and it's gapping. I see a bunch of red candles. So for me, I'm going to say, okay, fine. What's my probability? You can count this one as a green candle, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the favorable outcome, 4 out of 11. The unfavorable outcome, so 4 divided by 11 is less than 40%. So meaning you're telling me that actually, if we actually want to calculate that, let's be serious here. So we're, nope, not calendar, calculator, that's easier. So the calculator, 4 times 11, so that's 36%, right? So I have a 63% chance of having a red candle today. So meaning, hey, that's your bias right there. Yeah. So trading is not that difficult, folks, when you know how to do quant analysis. Yeah. 4 divided by 11. Yep, that's going to be 30 something, 37% or thereabout. Yeah, 36% chance of being green, because I'm counting the number of green candles out of all of these samples. Yeah. Meaning 7 divided by 11 chance of being red. And we are gapping up. So meaning if the candle is red, that means that we are going to go lower from where we are starting. Oh yeah, so this is what we have in mind. And again, for me, all I'm looking at is, I mean, the intraday stuff right now, okay, fine, whatever they're doing, I understand it's quadruple wishing. I'm just looking at that yellow line. As long as its slope continues to be what it is, I am fine with it. So meaning that, and I've said that, hey, you can use it as resistance, right? Meaning that when it bounces off of that, that's our way to even add more into our put position long term. So 275.90 is that yellow line for today? Sure. I mean, intraday, you can even tell yourself that's something that for us we have had, right? Since you have put long term, if you took puts on SPY on QQQ that I'm showing right now on the chart, if you are catching us here on this live pre-market analysis for quadruple witching on September 18, 2020. It's currently 9:03 Eastern Time in New York City and in Toronto. It's 6:03 Pacific Time in Southern California. We are talking about the recent trend in September for the QQQ SPY and the crossover, bearish crossover of the recent momentum line, the yellow line, below the exponential moving average 20, and since then prices are just mostly sideways. Let's be honest, we haven't had a trend this is sideways here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. I can guarantee you that by next week we're gonna get a resolution here, meaning that for me at the end of the day today, my aim is to be able to set up trades that whatever happens on Monday, either the gap up big or the gap up the gap down big, I'm making money on SPY on Monday. That's really my goal. Sick of this sideways action or whatever, we have to have a resolution. So either we're going to be attacking the lower Bollinger Band, which will help our long-term position. But I was talking about this strategy, right? So for some of you, you are well versed to this now, I'm hoping. So let's make it a broad knowledge. So when you have a long-term position, let's say a month out, like let's say this October 22nd, was it the 225 puts on SPY? Is October 2020, not 22nd. October, so meaning the third Friday of October on SPY or on QQQ. I don't know what was. It was 200 for Miss Michelle and 160 for the rest of us. Big spender, she calls me. No kidding. So that's your long-term position. In the short term, this is how you cover it. Yeah, this is how you hedge it. with puts, well, no, so you have puts in the long term. So for you, you have calls on a short term. On a short term, meaning that, let's say on a week, I don't know about this week because this week has generated one. We gap up on Monday, we gap up on Tuesday, then Wednesday, we hit that reversal. Study that pattern, folks. 1, 2, 3 days, we hit a plateau, and then we're coming down. That's what happened with the gap down yesterday. Today's Friday. We don't know what QQQ is gapping up a little bit, but hey, we just calculated the probability that there is a 63% chance to get a red candle today. So based on the recent activity on here. So for me, I was saying that long-term position in one direction, hedge with short-term with the other with a different direction. Yeah, that's a struggle for them. Just that they have two different expirations. So for you, while you are waiting for that long-term position to start generating a big profit, you can take advantage of transient market movement in the other direction. So that's something that we have used with success. So for instance, for today, let's say, what would be an example today? So if you get yourself into, let's say, calls, I don't know what you will be doing that, but some of you are into that type of thing. Calls into a stock, right? For next week expiration, you will hedge them with today put. Let's say if something goes crazy today in the meanwhile. Yeah, that's just an example of that technique, hedging using different dates. Any questions about that? As we had more people who joined, we have 17 viewers live as of now and 27 playback running. Okay, so if no question for that, I think by now, most of you, since last Sunday, you are well familiar with that crossover. So let's go then look at some individual stock and let's see which stock we can cast our spell on quadruple witching. Friday expiration. For that, we are going inside of Power E-Trade again. Oh yeah, QQQ, definitely, I mean, 0.71, almost 100. Yeah, this is what this market has been doing. Doing sideways during 6.5 hours, but whatever hours that we have in pre-market, whatever, they jump 3 points. This is just that's what QQQ has been doing. So as of now, folks, as we have how many? We have almost 2 weeks left on in September. Just build your strategy about on QQQ because that's the one that's moving up, down, up, down. But for us, we know that there is a print at 274 something. So meaning these guys most likely want to, because right now 272. So Jesus, this is, and with decent volume, QQQ has more volume than SPY. That's remember QQQ is a subset of SPY. Yeah, because they are just one sector out of the 10 sector inside SPY. So more volume is going definitely to the tech stock, and they are bullish on this quadruple witching. So don't fight that and trade accordingly. And we know that at this stage, definitely 275. They want to go retest that print. That will be my guess here. It's not that much. It's not a fancy guess or anything. And 275.90 is the daily EMA. So at that point, I know what I will be doing. Do you? Okay. So shy of that, let's go to the individual stocks on here. Okay, so what's trending up in the text? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Facebook has been bearish. The entire Facebook has been bearish than what's more bearish than a red apple? That's not a fair comparison. Facebook, Apple. Okay. Look. No, I cannot say look. I cannot say look, Telex. That's foolish. Let me reshare the chart of Facebook because it's important to look at it. Everything. I mean, I don't know how many times that we have mentioned that. I am looking for it, folks. Okay. This is the daily chart of Facebook, folks. So over the last 11 days, Facebook has had one green day. Yeah? I kid you not. This is it. So right now, Facebook is up. Yeah, I mean, 2%, but 2% on a Friday. It's not moving 2% already. Meaning, my friend, find your way to get involved with Facebook, because just from, I mean, you're gonna lose. If you lose the money, at least you're gonna know how you lost it, right? So this thing has gone from upper Bollinger Band to lower Bollinger Band over the last 11 session. So from 300 stock to 250 printed yesterday, and if I find support, it's not the first time Facebook will be doing that, right? Facebook is well known to bearish, 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 and then they start ripping. We have seen that on here. So if, let's say, they found support out here at 250, right now they're up to 260, my friend. So yeah, I remember it was late yesterday when it was at 250, late in the session, late like the last hour, and it just started ripping. So now that momentum is carrying on here, and we are 260. What are they going to do? Are they going to pin it? Because since it's quadruple wishing, that's the only thing. Other than that, my friend, let's say on Monday or next week, Facebook, a new trend is about to resume. So meaning that this candle that we are showing you right now on your screen, because I'm showing the chart of it, is that a reversal candle? In order for that to be a full reversal candle, we need this candle to be green. So that's that you see that those are things that you can definitely bank on to trying to see. Oh, this is another head fake, and we are gapping up, and this thing's gonna give back its. But in any way, as long as the stock is moving, the traders who are successful trading, you have the skills to confidently trade it. All right, so we have, let's say, 3-4 minutes. If there are any question, let's take any question, any chart that somebody wants to take a look at. Yes, Miss Michelle, big spender. Any chart that anybody wants to take a look at. I don't know what the other day we didn't have time to look at a chart. So this is your opportunity, folks. Yeah. Last day of Friday, quadruple witching, an opportunity to cast a spell on a few stocks here. Mr. DJ, hello, Mr. DJ. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for following us on YouTube. We have been noticing you. So Mr. DJ wants us to take a look at Square, and we are going to do that. In order for us to do that, all we have to do is to come here. We are sharing the chart. Right now we can see Facebook. So let's go to Square. Square has been one of those that it had a very bullish run in the month of August. September, I mean, not that many stocks have had any luck in September, right? So Square started its reversal, just like Facebook we were talking about, right? Square has been doing sideways here, and then it found support at 140 and immediately catapulted to 158. I mean, some of these stocks is just, wow. One day I will get good at trading. One day, because in retrospect, when you look at a stock that's moving, we talked about a strategy yesterday was it yesterday or 2 days ago when we created that video, the ATR, right? When you see a change in ATR, let's look at Square to see if that was the case. Meaning a strategy could be built into a change in ATR, meaning that an increasing ATR. Let's be specific, because not just a change. All of a sudden, a stock will be having, it will be increasing its ATR, and as usual, I come here and I don't have my ATR set up. What the purpose of coming here to if it's not really when you tap the stock? So this is the average true range. So for this guy, there was a jump, yeah? So meaning we're suggesting that, okay, if you can build a program or of any sort, look at February, this was February, March, yeah? Where, look at it, all of a sudden, Facebook has gone from ATR of 2 to look at these levels now that Facebook in. Meaning that Facebook in makes it a more attractive stock to trade because it's moving a lot compared to late in 2019 where it's ATR is 2. But now even more so recently, starting here in September, look at the ATR 8. Yeah, folks, these are the stock you can trade confidently. I mean, there's a way to trade this. Mr. Les, he shared with you. Go to the comments of that video how to pick an option strike with the ATR indicator. Mr. Les gave you his strategy on there, which we validated. Yes, if Mr. Les is not with us this morning, is with us this morning. Yes, I saw your comments afterward, and I commented that. Yep, absolutely. That's how I will go about treating that. So yeah, Facebook has been moving. First directionally, yeah, while we're talking about Facebook, yeah, that's Facebook over there. But let's look at Square. Is this Square? Yeah, this is Square. This is Square. Sorry, my confusion. This is Square that used to have an ATR of 2, and then its ATR significantly changed. Here it was like, what you want to see is a change in slope of the ATR, and an ATR of 8. Oh, my friend, I can't have a field day. We should have a field day with a stock like this one. So it tried bouncing off above the moving averages on Tuesday the 15th and September the 16th. It didn't go that much. It faced resistance. Resistance here was at 158, where it got rejected. There are, yeah, 158, or you can see 156, but the actual high there were there. Yesterday, we gapped down like everybody, and we are here, which is here yesterday with, it's almost like not an anomaly, because from the high, is this true? Yeah, from high to low, still $5. So meaning you would have made money. So Square is one of those stocks that's it's worth trading on Thursday, Friday, because with an ATR of 8 again. So okay, now folks, the full picture. Oh man, I'm liking this. So let me take a moment here. Trading weekly option is great because they're cheaper, right? But now if you can trade weekly options on stock that have a big ATR, meaning that they have a probability of moving the most, you trade them on a day like this one, guess what? Because if the stock move $8, it's going to go give you one pre-market's 147, 140 in one direction, 155 on the other. My friend, that's north of 300% on those options, whatever direction. Yeah. And in case you're wondering, my friend, if you strangle it, yeah, if you strangle it in one direction gives you 300% or anything, you are winning with high probability. That's what we are teaching here. So hopefully, sir, the person who asked the question about Square, yes, Square is in no man's land, because it either, let's say, if it moved by its ATR today, that's definitely can create some damages. So yeah. Hopefully, you get into that. So for us, we're going to give everybody about 13, 14 minutes of the time to reset. Sorry, folks, I didn't have time, Mr. Dan Ryland, to inspect Snap. We will reserve that for another time. We need to get ready for the session. Hello to Aline Goita. Thank you for good afternoon to you. Oh, we just increased to 20 viewers who came in late. We were stuck at 18, so we thank you for coming. And let's read one last comment here. Good morning from Kevin R. I came across your channel looking at the ATR indicator last night. Great content, and I see you're a fellow Power A trader. I like it. Mr. Kevin R., please subscribe to the channel. Maybe you have already subscribed, because I saw a lot of activity actually, yeah, over the last couple of days since we posted that video on the ATR. We like it. And that gives us encouragement to continue to provide useful content for you, because the only reason we are here at Successful Trading is because of you, traders. Because if there's no way for me to build something if nobody watches it. Sorry, you see, I get startled every time my light goes off. So thank you for the feedback, Mr. Kevin. We appreciate you. Do you do this daily? Yes, Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan, we do this broadcast daily. Well, yeah. What's our record? I had to look for my lawyers to tell me that I cannot say something that's untrue, right? You know, this election is approaching. Not that I'm running, but fact checks. We do the show daily, and we plan it. If you subscribe, Mr. Dan, you get a notification from YouTube, and also if you're part of our Discord, you get. I post the link on there. From time to time, we get, let's say, technical difficulty. Like this past Tuesday, we couldn't do the show. We did it inside of our Discord because YouTube was not having it. But otherwise, we are here 5 days a week, 22 days in a month. So awesome. Thank you, Mr. Dan. And the rest of the folks who join us. Shout out to Douala, Mrs. Goita. I keep saying Miss. I don't know why. Mrs. Goita has been joining us all along. Thank you. We appreciate you. Have a great trading session. Remember, it's quadruple witching. Just be patient. I mean, there's some opportunities that we highlighted, right? So you can take a shot with a very limited risk using your gangster technique. Otherwise, you wait for the last 90 minutes of the session. There will be opportunity. For the subscribers of the trade alerts, you know what typically happen on Friday, right? One of those alerts, hint, hint, usually begins its move on a Friday. Yes? So meaning for us, we trade that for today expiration at the same time as next week expiration. Yeah? Yeah, so meaning because we trade that something is moving in a specific direction, we trade that we take both the trade for expiring on the 18th and expiring on the 25th. So yeah, that's because the option for today, if something is moving, are going to be cheaper than the one for next week. Okay, folks, thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody.